now your host, Richard RJ Eskow.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the program. Many years ago, I had a job at the Space Sciences Laboratory, UC Berkeley, and it was a clerical job. I was supposed to be filing and doing all those sorts of things. Well, I'm sorry to say, I spent most of my time reading journal articles and things like that, which was not fair to them, and I probably owe them some kind of amends, but that's what I did. And I read a debate among astrophysicists at one point where they were talking about whether it was possible, as one of them was suggesting, for human beings to at least theoretically go inside a black hole, inside a singularity, and survive and explore it from the inside. Now, scientific consensus then and now was pretty clear. You can't do that. This guy was saying, yes, you can. He was a Russian scientist, as I recall. You can do it as long as you survive the passing through the event horizon, the boundary of it. Someone else pointed out that to do that, you'd have to be stretched into a long, thin filament or piece of wire about many miles in length and extremely thin. And he said that kind of precludes exploring the whole black hole idea. And the other guy's response was, yes, but that would only last a few seconds. To which the other scientist responded, I don't want to be a long, thin fiber many miles long, even if it only lasts a few seconds. Now, the scientist who was arguing you can explore black holes was obviously out of his mind. You can't survive being stretched many miles in length, even for a few seconds. It's so ridiculous that it's hard to believe he could even think it. But he thought it because he got so caught up in the beauty of his idea, which is that it might be possible to survive inside, that the little detail of being stretched into a long, thin wire, it was just something he could overlook. Now, why do I tell this long story about black holes and astrophysicists? Because I think that exactly the same kind of thinking is driving our ruling classes today. The latest example of that, at least as far as I'm concerned, is the disaster in Texas. The economist James Galbraith wrote an article about it, and he quoted the architect of that state's free market energy system. His name is William Hogan, who said it worked as planned. William Hogan's quote was, quote, the new, let me make sure I get it right. Hogan said, it's not convenient, it's not nice, it's necessary, meaning that in order for the world to conform to his theory, some people have to freeze to death. A lot of people have to go without power. Systems have to fail. Why? Because he thinks he had this beautiful theory of a free market and how it's supposed to work. And the deaths or disasters that result are just trivial little details. We are being run by people who have exactly this kind of deluded thinking. And the only way to stop it is by pointing out that we don't wish to be part of their system any more than we wish to be stretched into ultra-thin fibers many miles long. And it's time for the stretching to stop.